Thanks, Ron.
Anything I should know? We're rolling already?
Thanks for the speaker song.
Perfect.
Courtesy of Sam.
I'm glad to hear you.
Sounded good.
Party song. Well,
Who's coming up? Is that Peter?
Okay, yeah, hi.
Peter Dizozza coming up? All right, we're gonna do a Spark song.
Kill it, baby. Sam.
Welcome, Pete Scalzitti.
Could be a
Sounded
little
amazing.
loud.
You have to film, so we'll talk later about it.
Open your profile. All right, so Sam, that's a great song. Thanks. Open mic, Desi Bartok, and then Blunt accordion.
Yeah. She's a good friend, actually. It's not a sexual
All
song.
right, I'm going to do the song to check the past because it was never performed, you know, but I wrote a score for a show called Twisted, and this was the one they didn't use, but I figured we've gone through a lot of changes. This is an earlier version, but now I get to sing it. The woman who is affected, what's going to happen? The woman who sings it, right. Well, her mother has not treated her too well. She's, and her mother has her own story. It goes ultimately into a home for alligators where both of them are in great danger and somehow they escape, but the dangers continue. They really don't get to any place of, in fact, there's barely a pleasant exchange between two people in this piece. And this one, unfortunately, they didn't use, but she just spoke it and there was some music, you know. So what is it? When I was a little girl, I used to dream there'd be a knock on the door and my father would be standing there. He'd say, "Phoebe, I'm sorry, I'll never leave again." And my mother would embrace me and she'd say, "Phoebe, I'm sorry, I promised to make amends." And then one day there was a knock on the door and it wasn't my father at all. It was the angel of death, cruel and cold, who came to pay a call. He strapped me down upon his bed and strapped electrodes to my head. The pain would never end until one night a light appeared, shining just ahead. It was only a glimmer and soon it grew, the dark it disappeared. And standing there was Jesus on a cloud above my bed. He touched my face, he kissed my lips, the pain it went away, and said, "Phoebe, just obey." And my voice rang out and sang, "Light me up, turn on the juice, fill my veins with fire, flip the switch, make me your bitch. I'm as hot as a funeral pyre, and soon I could summon the light. I was the plug and the socket too. And today when someone makes me angry, I ask Jesus what to do, and he said, "Kill the bitch." And I killed the bitch, and it finally set me free. I know who I am, I don't give a damn. I'm a killer and I'm proud and I'm shouting for it loud. You better watch your step or I'll put you in a shroud. Light me up, turn on the juice, fill my veins with fire, flip the switch, don't get in my way. Don't get in my way.
Yeah.
We're doing it again. Okay, good. Of course, it's a lot of fun to play, right? You got the idea of the call and response. But someday maybe we'll hear it. Another I can sing it all the time. The other one is for Susan Hwang's birthday. You know, there's a band called Sparks. Does anybody know the one album that I know, which is Propaganda?
Yeah.
At home, at work, at play. I think I should do it a step lower, right? And I am. At home, at work, at play. When I know you're unavailable from dusk to dawn, and if you were available, you'd bring along a lot of what could only be a hindrance to me. I'm not exactly a fan of this sweaty company. You got to catch her while she's still at work. You got to catch her while she's still at play. You got to catch her while she's still at home. 'Cause every day she is at home, work or play. So I was having trouble with it. I'm sorry. Time really flies when it ain't that much time. You better shave half your face at the time. And brush your teeth off the front of your teeth, leave the rest. And be with her when she's not with the rest. Stop, there's gotta be a million girls like her, though I can't think of one. So you catch her while she's still at home. You catch her while she's still at play. And you catch her while she's still at work. And there's more to it. Don't let her calendar be any cause to pout. There is a bit of time when there are few about. I'm gonna skirt the issue of her popularity and just avail myself of all the time that she is free. You gotta catch her while she's still at work, home. You gotta catch her while she's still at play. You got to catch her while she's still at work. 'Cause every day she is at home, work or play. And time is fleeing the scene of the crime. The act of passing out wrinkles and lines. For every person, regardless of race. For every person, regardless of face. Stop, there's gotta be a million girls like her, though I can't think of one. So you catch her while she's still at home. And you catch her while she's still at work. And at home she says you're typing but we're well. And at her play she says you're work, she says you're typing well. And at play she says you caddy well. At home, at work, at play. At home, at work, at play. Stop, there's gotta be a million girls like her, though I can't think of one. So you catch her while she's still at home. And you catch her while she's still at work. And you catch her while she's still at play. I'm gonna love you under incandescent light. I'm gonna love you under the fluorescent light. The glaring sky above should not be and hinder us at all. I'm very glad to know that your libido never pulls. Stop. She's unique, especially at home, where your butler, maid, and often cook, or at work together juggling books, or at play between the tennis sets, or at play before she's placed her bets, or at play while she's still slightly wet, or at play while she is dripping wet.
Peter fucking Dizozza.
Peter fucking Dizozza.
Peter fucking Dizozza. Well done.